I was talking to one of my boys. It was his birthday, and Lil Jon was DJing, and he's like homies with Lil Jon because he's on Scam. And he was like, dude, I just have like this irrational fear of being blacked out and getting on the mic and dropping an N-word, like not a hard R, but calling like Lil Jon his ninja, you know?
Yeah. Jesus.
He's like, I just like I'm not gonna do it, but I have like this irrational fear of it.
He has dreams about it.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. You's a liar, I can smell it on you. Got the voice down packed, but your eyes are telling on you. Shame on you for stretching your mouth around shit that your heart knows you.
All right, we're fucking live, baby. Strategy and Dolo show presented by the Club Killers, episode 35. Dolo dyed his hair brown and his facial hair as well, and he's going for a new look. I mean, there's similarities if you had a neck tat,
Yeah.
couple sleeves, you know,
Cooler car.
Well, you got a nice car, right? You got a Mercedes?
Yeah, the Prius though could use an upgrade.
Yeah, I heard you pull in, bro. Shit rattled the whole crib.
The Hemi.
You're the only one with a loud Prius.
Yeah.
Because that's like the whole thing, right? Is like they're supposed to be quiet.
Yep.
Did you watch Weeds?
Yeah.
Remember Weeds? He's like, yeah, the Prius is good for the drive-by because they don't hear you coming.
Yeah.
Remember, who was that fucking character?
There's someone named Silas in Weeds too.
Oh, the son, yeah.
But even if I drive up your parking lot, like I'll set off car alarms. It's that loud.
We should do that after the show.
That'd be a great
for
video.
the snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my boy Silas, DJ Mr. E's, one half of No Good, joining us. We were supposed to have the full 2 parts of No Good, but
Tanner died.
Tanner's dead. And it's unfortunate, but the show must go on. So E's was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. We'll bury him later. No, he's sick right now. When someone gets sick, it's like, is it COVID? Everyone's like, is it COVID?
Scared, yeah.
Right? Like, that's just the thing. There's never been anything like that before. It's not like, before when you got sick, it was like, oh, he's sick. Are you still going to come to work? Yeah, I'm still going to fucking come to work. Now it's like, does he have COVID? He can't come to work. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a
But we're in
liability.
Texas, so no one gives a fuck. He's not probably going to get tested. I wouldn't. If I got sick, I'd get over it and I'd go. You can't go to see your parents, though. There's a few things that you're like, okay, I'm not going to go visit my mom just in case, you know?
Yeah, but he'll probably go DJ tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, it's not COVID.
Yeah.
Definitely not COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. He can taste.
That's the test, right? If you can smell and taste, then you're good to go. That's your backup. That's your proof that it's not COVID.
In Texas.
Yeah, in Texas. Yeah, I'm going to Chicago. Last time I was there, they were still fucking with people about masks and shit. It's crazy. But yeah, let's this is a DJ podcast, allegedly. We're live on the Club Killers Network on Mixcloud. Let's give the people some information on your DJ career. What do you got? How long you been doing it? You're not from Houston. I don't want to tell your story. You tell your story.
I'm from Reno, Nevada. I've been DJing for about 8 years. I started off making like CDs and mixtapes for people when I was middle school, freshman, high school. My uncle was a dubstep DJ in South Lake Tahoe. Shout out Rocksmith. So I kind of wanted to be like him. My parents weren't really a fan of that. DJ'd my high school homecoming as a senior and started DJing at bars with a fake ID in Reno until I was like 21. And then I moved out here and slowly started grinding away. And now I'm a resident out here. It's been a long journey.
And now you're one of the residents at the biggest club in Houston.
Yeah.
That is opening. It's not open yet, right? When does it open? Halloween?
Halloween weekend, yeah, Sakai.
Nice. Hell yeah, brother. That's how it's done. Just grind away. You make those fucking mixtapes. Next thing you know, you're opening up for who's going to be there on Halloween?
Lost Kings.
Nice. You are you a fan of them?
Somewhat. Like I appreciate their production, but I can't say I listen to their music that much.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I couldn't name a song by them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure if I know a lot. I know the Lost Kings because they're like in that club circuit. I feel like I think they do a really good job DJing nightclubs. I think that
they must.
Yeah, I think that like their music isn't the most well known, but I think they put on a really good performance and are actual DJs, which is a thing. There's a difference between being able to DJ and just being able to make music. But you do both, right?
Yeah.
You started making music after you were DJing?
Before I had like Fruity Loops and GarageBand before I got like a DJ controller. And my cousin Tanner, the other half of No Good, he was in like indie bands and shit in high school. Are we allowed to cuss?
Yeah, you
Okay.
could say anything you want. Nothing. I mean, you could take your balls out and rest them on the mic. I'll just blur it out for YouTube later.
And clean the microphone.
No, we don't. No, I'm gonna leave that. That's like a souvenir. A little nut butter on there for the next guy, for Dolo next week. He'll be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
It's gone for 1 week. Yeah, I've been producing for a while. We're out in Reno. If you didn't produce, you couldn't DJ. Like no one took you seriously.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up, I feel like.
There wasn't a lot of gigs though.
But who was who was doing the bookings that like would know, you know what I mean? Because I feel like most of the time it's a manager who doesn't really know shit about DJing or making music who's booking people.
I think
you know?
just like the other DJs wouldn't take you seriously.
Oh,
know?
like you
and
just
they were
could-
kind of
okay.
involved in the bookings, so I didn't know maybe one or two, but all the DJs like kind of produced. And then I moved here and no one produced.
Yeah.
That was in the scene. So I feel like I kind of had an advantage at a young age. And I started getting edits and such on record pools. And I had remixes. So like some of the DJs out here that didn't know how to produce, they took me more seriously than just a DJ. So that definitely worked in my advantage.
What was like one of the moments you can remember where at the time, like maybe for example, like when you got your first edit onto a record pool, like at the time seemed like like you're like, holy shit, I fucking made it. But now you look back and you're like, it wasn't that serious, and you've had so many more moments like that since. But like at that time when you were young, you know what I mean? Like what was one of those?
We made a remix of Halloween. My cousin and I made a remix of Michael Myers' Halloween, the like classic piano.
Yeah.
And we got like 10,000 views on SoundCloud, which was cool. But then a YouTube channel picked it up, and it has like 10 million views on it now.
That's pretty legit.
And at the time, we were like, this is crazy. Like, we're fucking famous, but we barely even got any credit. And like, you'll see those like TikToks of like Michael Myers like hitting the dab and shit.
Yeah.
It's always to our remix.
Really?
To this day. Yeah. And we don't know how to like monetize it or anything.
Were you guys no good at that time?
No.
What was the name on the remix?
It was Sub Rosa, and it was me, Tanner, and some rappers, Elvis Kim, Rookie Wilson, and we were like a collective.
All Reno guys.
All Reno guys, and we were honestly, we were the dream team. Those guys are still super talented, but Tanner and I are the only ones that kind of kept pushing, and it paid off.
Hell yeah. Is it like a trap kind of remix?
Yeah, it was like 2015, so
Okay.
just like stereotypical, just like a trap beat over the Michael Myers piano.
Nice. It would be so funny. I just downloaded one of those because they're doing they
All
had
the
us
Halloween
download
shit,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
it's for some presentation. And I just downloaded one of those, and it's literally the Michael Myers piano over some trap drums, and I feel like it's probably your
It
guys's.
might be. Not be. It sucks, you know, just the no credit thing. But that's happened a few times. It's nothing new.
Yeah. That's pretty standard, I feel like.
Yeah. As a producer.
Standard procedure, early game shit, you know? Do you think being able to make music, like when you're making music, do you keep the DJing aspect in mind? You're like, is this going to work well in a room full of people who are trying to party? Or are you thinking on a different level in terms of like maybe oh, this is more pop culture-ish and the masses will like it? Or are you just fucking, you're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to get what's in my head out into somebody's ears.
It's a battle because as a DJ, I want to play my songs. And then I have to approach it like I have to make this song a club song.
Right.
But that doesn't really fulfill me as much because I don't listen to club music in my car.
What do you listen to in your car?
A lot of underground hip hop and like R&B, 90s R&B, underground hip hop, instrumentals. I'll listen to like movie soundtracks.
Scores?
Yeah.
I was just watching a podcast yesterday where someone was talking about, it was Sam Morril and Mark Norman, and Sam was talking about he listens to scores and like just walks around and he likes doing that instrumental because then he can think like over it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds kind of tight. I want to try it.
I saw Hans Zimmer live once and it was like life-changing. And then Tanner always listens to scores and classical music when we're like painting at the house.
What's your favorite score? Like if I was going to listen to one, what would you suggest?
Just certain movies, like Interstellar, like that whole thing is crazy.
Okay.
That's Hans Zimmer.
Okay. And then it's just, it's literally the music that
it's
backs
emotion.
The movie.
Yeah, so I mean, like there's no words, but the music is portrayed to like enhance the emotion of the scene. So you could take the movie away, and that music will still make you feel how the scene's supposed to.
That's tight. I'm definitely gonna hit that. Maybe on the fucking Stairmaster.
Stairmaster. Drive home, like after a gig, I can't listen to shit. It's usually silence or something.
You just hear the ringing in your ears.
That's it.
That's all you can hear. The silent drive home is one of the best parts of the night, actually.
Yeah.
It's so relaxing. You need that. Like, I always say, when I'm done DJing, I need like a space before I go to bed, because it's like you're at the height of the night, and it's been this night and all this energy, and all of a sudden the lights just come on, the party's over, and it's like, well, it's like a too sudden of a stop.
They turn the lights on immediately.
Yeah.
Everyone's like shell shocked.
Yeah, you need like a come down,
100%.
That's what the diner with the homies for, the fucking hang, the late night hang. That's how I got so fucking fat, dude. That's my favorite thing, is just kicking it with the homies afterwards.
How much weight did you lose?
At one point I weighed like 270, I think. Right now I'm at 230, so I'm 40 pounds, something like that.
So you came here and lost weight. When I moved here, I gained 30 pounds.
Because the food's so good?
I think so.
You
and
were
no one
just
said
hitting
anything
stickies,
to
huh?
me. No one said anything to me. And then I lost weight, and they're like, hey, man, you look really good. You lose weight? I'm like, fuck, was I fat before? And no one told me? I need better friends.
Yeah, that's what happens when you leave your real friend, your homeboys, right? Like if you were back home, 100%. Your boys would have roasted you.
Yeah,
they'd be like, "Yo, what's up with that fucking titty on your fucking chest, bro?"
Fat fuck.
Yeah, like I would have gotten roasted. That's what happens. I mean, we were talking about this the other day. You were like, where I come from, we show love by hating on each other.
Yeah,
but it's got to be funny. It can't be pure hate.
Yeah,
it has to be comedy. There has to be a little bit of love behind it.
Everyone's laughing besides the person getting made fun of.
Yeah.
But it makes you a better person.
It makes you the best person.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when I would go to one of my boys' cribs, and I was always the fat kid. I was always the fat kid in the group. And his brothers would fucking make fun of me, bro, until I started crying. They would literally make me cry. And I'm thankful for that.
You turned out great.
Today, I'm thankful for it. I look back at that, and I'm thankful. And I'm also thankful for his dad, because they would do that, and then his dad would get mad and beat the fuck out of him. And I'd be like, yeah, get him. Get him.
That's funny.
It just makes you, because then you're not, then if that doesn't happen to you, you know what you're doing? You're in front of Netflix. You're in front of the fucking Netflix studio protesting against Dave Chappelle jokes.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't get made fun of for being a little fat fuck. A little pudgy pig. Yeah, what about you? How was your childhood?
I was the only child. I moved around a lot. I was a new kid a couple times. So that was always rough.
That's gotta be rough. I don't know that feeling. I never moved as a kid, but now that I moved here, I feel like it's gotta be super rough as a kid. Or maybe not as rough, because you're in school, right? You're socialized.
Yeah,
you're like forced to
kids
socialize.
Are mean.
Kids are probably mean, yeah.
Yeah, but then I played sports, so that kind of helped put me the other direction.
Yeah, you said you did interpretive dance, right?
Drama, interpretive
dance,
dance,
drumline.
Some of my best friends were on the drumline. Actually, I wish I would have did more music in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching drumline. And I played the drums as a child.
With Nick Cannon?
With Nick Cannon, and I was like, yo, this is fucking sick, bro. I'm going to be on the fucking drum line. And then I went to, like, the tryouts, and I looked around, and I was like,
this ain't it.
Yeah, I don't think this is for me. And then it just never happened.
And then you had a career in music.
Then I went and played volleyball. Yeah. Had a career in music. That's fucking... I mean, we're lucky, bro. We get paid to play other people's music. I mean, you're playing some of your own shit.
Yeah.
I'm strictly playing other people's music and getting paid for it.
A healthy amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's unreal.
It's an amazing job. And speaking of DJing, I have this written down because this is a thought I had. DJs are paid to judge and racially profile people. This is a fact.
Read the room, yeah.
This is a fact. You literally look at somebody, and if there's enough of those people that look alike in the room, you say, what can I play to make these people, dang, what do I think these people like? If it's a Mexican person, if it's a any sort of Latin, actually, you're going to play Bad Bunny, right?
Every time.
You see a Latin person, you're like, oh my God, I'm playing Bad Bunny. And it's nice because the more different types of people you have in the room, the more opportunities you have to play other shit. You know what I mean? If you can get away with playing some good, deep Latin shit and they're fucking with it, that's just more fun for you.
And the people that aren't that race, they'll look around like, these people are having fun. I should probably be having fun.
Yeah, that's the best, is if you can win over like 51% of the room with something, then the other half is just forced. They're just forced to have to join it. They're like, I don't like this, but enough people in here do, so I better fucking start enjoying it.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the only thing you have written down.
That's the only thing I think I had a couple other things in my phone, but I had to set up. I fucking forgot. But I was like, I think I tweeted something about like some girl came in and did the phone thing. Remember in Austin, we saw that fucking guy with his phone. Cringe. That's the only way he was communicating with people. He would hold his phone on his forehead and it would say vodka soda, and then he'd get
like
it.
redheads.
He'd type like thanks bitch and thanks bitch. And he had a girl with him, bro.
Yeah.
I almost went home to my hotel and jumped off the roof and killed myself because this guy was at home getting his fucking dick sucked and probably his balls licked a little bit. And I was at home jerking off into a small hotel towel. I'm not really mad at that, though. Those are the best.
The towels,
You see those little guys, and you're like, I'm going to fucking get you later.
Throw you on the floor.
You don't even have to clean up. Dude, being in a hotel is not bad.
Yeah, I used to travel for work, and we stayed in a different hotel every night. I tore those things apart.
Just ripped it up.
Yeah.
Just crusty towels everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, it was, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, the girl comes up with her phone and says Bad Bunny, Latin chick. And I tweeted, like, you don't have to put that on your phone. You don't have to tell me that you want Bad Bunny. I look at you, see that you're Latin, and I automatically assume that you want to hear Bad Bunny. And somebody commented and was like, bro, you can't say that. If I were to post that, like, I would get, I have too many friends in LA. They would fucking burn me on the cross. It would be a bad thing. And I was like, why can't I say that? Like, this is what I do.
Yeah.
I literally have to look at somebody and judge them and say what I think that they would like. And it's not a everlasting judgment, you know what I mean? It's like it's a hypothesis. We take a guess and take a stab at it. Oh, these people might like this. I'm going to play it, and then you make the next judgment accordingly. They either liked it or they didn't. I'm going to keep playing shit like this, or I'm going to switch it up and try something else. you're judging people, you're racially profiling them, but it's not a one judgment and that's it. It's just a start, and then you kind of adjust from there.
Hoping to get a bite.
Yeah, you're throwing out a line, throwing out some bait.
I make people sing their requests.
If somebody wants a request, they have to sing like a full hook or what?
As much as they can. Even if they fail, it's good enough for me.
Okay. So you don't charge them. I like to charge them.
It depends on because it depends on the song too.
Yeah.
If it's dead, I like to charge them too. Obviously, I hate when people give me like $3. I'm like, I don't want your $3, dude.
Not only do I not want your $3, I definitely don't want you coming back up here talking about where's my song? I paid you money.
Yeah.
Like, no, you didn't even buy me a coffee. This is worth nothing. In a nightclub, a drink is $15. If you're in Miami, it's $25. If you're fucking in Vegas, it's $30. You think that a song request is going to be less than a drink? This is a drink. This is a drink that nobody else gets to experience in the room. It's just for you to get drunk. Like, to have a song played that you want to play and to be able to say, like, I picked this song and everybody's dancing. You think that costs less than a drink? That costs 16 times more than a drink. $100 at least.
Yeah, that's usually. If they say no to singing it, $100 is my default answer.
That's crazy.
And they get offended.
They get people look at me like I'm nuts.
But I mean,
and then I have to explain this whole thing to them.
Yeah.
Like, how much did that drink cost?
If you were in Miami.
Yeah. You know how much that thing would have been in Miami?
Yeah, I have like 100 videos on my phone of drunk people trying to sing songs. It's great.
Oh, and you video them. You should make a compilation. For
I've posted like 5 or 6 compilations on TikTok.
Nice.
They're pretty good.
They do well?
They are. I know if I keep being consistent with it, it'll become something. Because I've never seen any DJ do that before.
Are you pretty consistent on TikTok?
I try to be.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I fantasize about, because it's so easy to get followers on TikTok, and I say that to myself, and I'm like, just post one thing a day, even if it's like old shit. I have so many old videos that we've done from over the years, and it's still hard. It's hard for me to just even open that fucking app up.
Yeah,
because it makes me want to kill myself. It's fucking terrible.
You could always hire someone. Probably worth it.
I should fucking hire somebody. I want to hire an assistant to just do shit that I don't want to do.
It would elevate the brand. It'd be worth it.
Yeah, I want to do it. My boy was trying to tell me to get on. There's I think it's called Handshake, a website. You know what that is?
Virtual
where
assistant?
You can hire people. No, I think it's like a Craigslist kind of thing, but like more professional. You have to have like a business email to even sign up, and it's for a lot of college students looking for gigs. I think something like that. I got to get on there. I just got a Bottled Blonde email, a DJ strategy at bottledblonde.com, so that I could sign up for it.
Besides DJing, do you do other things for Bottled Blonde? As far as like promotions or planning or booking or anything?
No, it's so hard with them because there's so many layers. It's, you know what I mean? It's like this location has to talk to corporate in Arizona, and then they have to talk to this guy, and it's just like it's so many moving parts with them, and it's too much.
You got the email though. That's cool.
I did get the email. Yeah, I mean, I literally was like, I have to have an email to sign up for this website. Can you guys make me one? And they were like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we pay Barboza's World to run No Good's Instagram, and it's one of the best things we've invested in.
What's Barboza's World?
It's our homie Adrian. He's big into fashion, big into pictures, just good people to have on our team, and he does a great job. Nice.
So is he just doing that like as a homie, or does he actually run other social media accounts?
Yeah, he works for Radon Creative, which is a marketing company in Houston, and he does marketing for like Mad, Musafir's, MyFit Foods, bunch of big restaurants and businesses in town.
Shouts to Radon.
Shout out to Radon.
The legend.
Yeah.
So what does it entail? What is if you hire somebody to run your social media, what does that mean exactly?
Well, he's really good at taking pictures, so we pay him a flat rate, and it comes with photo shoots every week, and he posts for us.
Okay, that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
And then if it's like, what about when it comes to like comments or, you know, answering messages or something? Is that more you guys?
Yeah, we try and do that so
Okay.
it's more authentic.
Yeah.
Mainly what we're paying for is just the content creation and his input because we appreciate his advice.
Nice. All right. Yeah, that's I definitely want an assistant. But I need someone like, is it fucked up to like hire somebody to do something for you and then if you don't really have anything to do, you're like, yo, can you do my laundry? Is that fucked up?
I think it just depends on how much you're paying him.
That's what I'm saying. I need someone who's down for the cause.
It needs to be in the job description.
I need a girlfriend, really. That's what I need.
That'd be tough.
Yeah. Well, like a paid girlfriend. Those are just hookers, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of hookers, let me tell you about last night. This fucking stripper, I'm working at the strip club, and she comes up to me and she just starts telling me about how she's done with her man. Like, I don't know this woman.
You have that effect on people.
For them to tell me about their
problems? Yeah, I've heard girls, and they're like, something about him just makes me want to take my shirt off.
I like that. Where's she at? Who said that? But, well, okay, it's going to turn. You'll see there's a turn at events coming up. But she comes up to me and she's talking to me like I know her. Like we've spoken before. Like I could give her some insight on the situation. But she's like, me and my baby daddy are done. I was with him for 7 years. He just beat me up. Like, that's the last straw, this and that. I'm like, oh, here we go. Another story about a domestic abuse case on a stripper.
For songs and shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking DJ this party. And she's telling me this, and it's like, you know, I've heard it all before. Strippers getting beat up. It's unfortunate, but it happens. And then she goes, and this motherfucker's in a wheelchair. So I whooped his ass. He put his hands on me, and I beat the fuck out of him. And she was like, and I broke his wheelchair.
Jesus Christ. Those things are sturdy.
Bro, I'm just imagining this girl smashing a wheelchair and this dude fucking can't move. He's army crawling like to come beat her ass. Like, what is happening? I'm like, this is crazy. Then she starts telling me I left his ass and he, you know, he always used me for my money because I signed a $1.7 million modeling contract, this and that. So I left him and now he's paying me because he wants me back. He's sending me $1,000 a day, $800 a day. She's like, I can't wait to get a new man and just spend this money that he's giving me on the new man, this and that. I'm like trying to DJ and I'm like, what's going on? It's crazy. And then she's like, trying to get me to smash a little bit. And she's like telling me all this shit and then trying to be like, yo, what are you doing later? And I'm like, what's going on here?
You're the new man.
Yeah. I'm like, is this bitch trying to buy me some new shoes or something? What's going on here? Then the end of the night rolls around and she says some shit like, yeah, I normally don't charge that much. And I was like, what? You're trying to I'm like, and then it all starts coming together. Like this whole thing that she's telling me, this is her set. Like if she was a DJ, this is her go-to set. You know what I mean? Like this is what she tells dudes in the club to like lure them in. Like, damn, I'm going to fuck this bitch and she's going to buy me shit. And like she beats up people in wheelchairs in case I ever have a problem with somebody. It's like this is her thing. You know what I mean? Like we all like, I'm like, what kind of life am I living? What is this? This is insanity. This is fucking, it's medieval, bro. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Strip clubs. I need to like, there has to be a podcast or something of people that work in the strip clubs that aren't strippers who just have stories, stripper stories. Probably have to be the most interesting thing. And then I'm in my car getting ready to go home, and this other stripper is like pacing up and down the parking lot, talking on the phone. She's dropping N-bombs, and she's white, like translucent white. She's talking on the phone with her man like, I know this ain't got bitches at my crib that I be paying rent at. I be paying rent, and this got bitches at my crib. I'm like, where am I? How did I get here?
That's home for you. I feel like that's your brand.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only getting worse. It was fun at one point. At one point, it was fun, and now it's just like where I'm looking around at where I've gotten myself, the situation I've got myself into, and I'm like, I'm not sure if this is it.
Yeah.
But I'm here to ride the fucking train, baby. We're out here.
Willing to die for it. I can't believe you got pulled up on a Kill Tony.
Yeah, that was awesome. We're going back. I want to go back every week.
I know.
I want to go there every Monday. That was fucking incredible. If you don't know what Kill Tony is, it's a comedy show on YouTube every Monday night at 8 p.m. I believe it comes on, and it's incredible. Tony Hinchcliffe is the host. He pulls up up-and-coming comics or just random DJs that sign up. If you sign your name, it goes into a bucket. He pulls a name out of a bucket. If you get pulled, you got 1 minute to do stand-up comedy, and then after that, he just fucking roasts you with his boys, and then you go back to your table a new man.
Reborn.
I feel incredible after that. I feel like I could do anything. I mean, you signed up as well, so you know the nerves. Were both, me, you, and Tanner, were all like, I'm shook now.
Yeah,
like,
I've never been more nervous for anything in my entire life. 100,000 people watch it every week.
Yo, I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm thinking about the 13 people in front of me.
Yeah. And just Tony Hinchcliffe.
Dude, yeah, it was crazy. I mean, just for me, even getting on the mic during a DJ set, it's not really my thing. It scares me. I get nervous when I have to do that. And getting on a microphone with if you're not speaking, it's pure silence. You don't have music to cut back on to protect you. That's terrifying. That's fucking terrifying. But then I feel like I kind of blacked out when it happened, and it all just sort of happened, and then it was over. And I can't even really remember what happened.
I can't wait.
I'm a little nervous to watch it, but we're out here. Yeah, that was crazy. What else? I mean, what are your favorite things about DJing? I talked about my love for DJing in the strip club. How do you feel about DJing at hybrid venues and nightclubs?
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
I love not working a 9 to 5. That's great. The people is very toxic. Just people drinking at work is never a good recipe.
Yeah, when you can drink on the clock, it's a problem.
It's
every
encouraged
night.
too. Like if you're not drinking, you're like kind of weird.
You're a fucking outcast for sure. For sure. If you, I mean, I don't think you know this, but I didn't start drinking until I was 25, and I know exactly what it's like to try and network with somebody in nightlife, and when it's like it's that time, yo, let's take a shot, and you're like, I don't drink. They're like, all right, I'm gonna go take this shot. You can fucking stay over here, you loser.
Yeah. So there's definitely that, but I mean, I'm very grateful to make a living playing music, whether it's mine or somebody else's.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, like, what age do you see yourself stopping at?
I don't know, bro. I always looked at it like there was a time limit on it. Since I started, I was always like, this can't last forever. So along the way, I got to be doing some other shit to keep me afloat for the future. But I don't know, because I see, like, back home, there's fucking guys that are still doing it that are like 50.
There's a couple here too.
Yeah, and it's like, I always used to think, like, I'll do this shit for as long as I possibly can, And more recently, I've started to switch to like, I don't want to do this shit for as long as I can. I more want to do it when I want, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like that's, I'm sort of shifting. Earlier it was like, this is the greatest thing in the world. All I want to do is get drunk and fuck bitches. And if that's what you want to do, DJing is the job for you, you know? And now I'm like, I have some other things that I want to do as well. So I'm going to try and DJ a little bit less.
Yeah, there's some nights where it feels like work, and I feel like I could be doing something more productive for my future.
For your own brand, right? Yeah. That's the tough part. When it feels like work, I mean, that's when I always have to give myself a pep talk, because I catch myself being like, man, this fucking sucks. I got to go to work, you know? And it's like, at work, I get to drink tequila and play music for people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
What would somebody say? Like, what would somebody say that works 16 hours lifting concrete on their back and, like, breaking their fucking legs every day, waking up at 5 a.m., going to sleep at midnight? I get anxiety if I have to set an alarm. You know? Like, if I have to be up for something, it makes it hard for me to sleep. I can only imagine having to do that 5 days a week.
Yeah. It sucks. Like, I always want to elevate, and there's a ceiling on open format DJing.
You think so?
I think so. Because, like,
All right.
there's a few guys that tour, but, like, after that, there's not much more after that.
So the top of open format DJing would be like the guys that are traveling every weekend, right? Like the scam guys, like the conflicts, the fashions, which those were the guys. Now I don't see them traveling as much. It's still COVID and everything. So I feel like, that's true. There is a ceiling, but I don't know. At the same time, like Five and Eric Deluxe and those dudes, I feel like they're doing big shit, but it's outside of DJing, I guess, you know, with like Headliner and all that. They're doing other things. Yeah, there's a ceiling.
I feel like you can't really sell tickets as an open format DJ.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's why you got to have a podcast, right?
Or something, yeah.
Yeah. So you want to sell tickets. That's good. Actually, I remember you telling me about like selling NFTs as like almost like a subscription based kind of thing. Like if you have our NFT, you then get perks.
Yeah.
Right? Were you telling me about that?
Yeah. I don't want to spill the beans too much.
Oh, my bad.
No, I mean, but I mean, NFTs are going to be everywhere very soon. And as far as No Good goes, we have a plan to utilize them. Similar, like the Hundreds, Bobby Hundreds just dropped 25,000 renditions of their Atom Bomb logo. And if you own one, you get early access to clothing drops, to special events, and it gives them more value. Yeah. Because
I was going to say, I see a lot of OnlyFans girls doing this. I fancy myself a feminist. I'm a big supporter on the OnlyFans platform. I like to show love and support to women who are doing an independent thing, you know. A lot of the girls are selling NFTs, and then with the NFT you get exclusive content, and I think it's really smart. I think it's a cool way to utilize the new technology and like take matters into your own hands and create your own little fan base and all that. Like that's the future.
It brings value to the token, and then the creator also gets residuals forever. So it's revolutionary, to say the least.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
It's going to be everywhere very soon. Major brands are starting to adapt to it. It's like
Didn't Taco Bell make an NFT?
I think so. I mean, a lot of Visa bought a CryptoPunk. Like that was huge. That kind
Who did that? Oh, Visa?
Yeah. CryptoPunk was the first NFT project in like 2017. And now they're going for like minimum $1 million a piece for a JPEG.
Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I just saw someone post about a CryptoPunk. It's so funny to see that going for $1 million. It's like a fucking 8-bit like.
Well, that's the thing. You know, people hate on fine art, and they're like, "Well, this is just some bullshit on a canvas," but it stands for something, and it's probably the first time it was ever done, and that's why it's worth so much. So this was the first NFT. Telling the first of anything is very valuable.
That makes sense. Yeah, that was the CryptoPunks were the first NFTs.
Yeah, the like automatically generated, like random. 2017. They're saying NFTs right now is like Bitcoin in 2007. Very early.
What if I claim to have the first butt plug NFT? You think that'll boost the price up a little
100%,
bit?
100%, yeah. You'd have
How
to
do I
some
verify
research.
that? I gotta do some research. I
Yeah.
gotta get my assistant to do some research.
After she finishes your laundry.
Oh man, fucking laundry. I hate it. The only thing I hate more than laundry is how fucking shitty this GoPro is. Look at that. What's going on here? It's fucking jerking you off. You want another
do you want one?
kombucha? Yeah. Can I try the spicy pineapple joint?
I'm gonna try it.
You got the Mr. E's shirt on, huh? Let's fucking go, champ.
2019 t-shirt.
Yeah? It's held up?
Yeah, I like
Quality stuff.
I like clothes. I take care of mine. Have you seen this? Have you seen this one?
No, I didn't even know that it was until I saw the back.
Yeah, and then it's the mind over matter.
Oh, a little brain over some stone. Cheers, my boy. So, you just finished the art show, the No Good Art Show. You guys had me DJ. It was a fantastic event. And what's next?
We're in art debt. The person who did food, we told him we'd do a painting for. We got some extra speakers. We told them we'd do a painting for. There's like 3 or 4. We're in a lot of art debt right now.
So we gotta
paint some more.
You gotta paint.
Someone asked us to do a commission piece for like $5,000 of a Playboy bunny. So we're definitely gonna put that on our priority.
A specific chick or any?
Yeah,
any Playboy
it's like
bunny?
she has like it's just her face and she has like the Playboy mask on. But then the same guy, Radon, our manager, threw out a crazy idea and told him we should paint his Ferrari. And the guy was like, "That's a great idea." So that might be the next event, is like the unveiling of a no good painted Ferrari, which would be incredible.
That'd be fucking lit, bro. No good painted Ferrari.
But we definitely, the formula we're trying to, we released the EP in June, and then we did the art show, and now we want to release some singles and kind of do the art and music at the same time, because I can't name one artist that is doing that or has ever done that.
When you're doing, like, let's say you're having to go paint or you're having to go to the studio to make music, do you set yourself on a schedule as if it's work? Like you're like, okay, on Monday, I'm going to go to the studio at 3 p.m. I don't really have anything in mind, but I'm just going to go and be there and hopefully create something. Or do you kind of more work off of like, oh, I'm feeling creative, I'm feeling that, you know what I mean? Like,
DJing 5 days a week, there's only so much time we have.
Yeah.
So all the free Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we are at the studio. And at the studio, we have our art studio and the music studio there. If we don't know what we're going to make, that's a great day. That's a blank canvas. You know?
like that.
That's the best day ever. Not knowing what we're gonna make.
Sometimes I feel like if I don't know what I have to do and I have too many options, I get stuck in deciding what to do. You know what I mean?
There's a little bit of that. It helps having Tanner and I, because we can bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah.
Narrow it down. But, you know, like finishing the EP or finishing the art show, it was just busy work trying to get these things done that we'd already started. But at the beginning, when we get to go there and we're like, oh, we get to paint whatever the fuck we want today.
Yeah.
Like, that's beautiful, you know?
That's tight. And the art that you're in, none of them are specific pieces, right? You just Tanner gets to paint skulls.
For the art debt, no, they're all specific.
Oh, so it's a specific thing.
It's gonna feel like work a little bit.
Okay.
It's not as cathartic.
Okay.
A few other people were asking us about commission pieces, and we're like, probably not. I'm sorry. It makes it less valuable too.
When it's like a specific thing that somebody else wants.
Yeah, you don't see any big artists doing custom pieces ever.
Really?
Because then there's a difference between like an illustrator and like a fine artist. And the illustrators, you know, they just draw what they're told, mostly commission based. But then a fine artist is like what they feel.
So what was the first thing you said?
Like an illustrator.
An illustrator. So an illustrator is like a nightclub DJ, and a fine artist is like
Mr. Carmack.
Mr. Carmack. Where does he play?
He makes, like, he was one of the first trap artists, you know, like those producers that create a genre, like those are fine artists.
Okay. I don't know if I really know Mr. Carmack's shit.
It's dope. As far as like,
it's trap, like
he did
festival trap type, like
for
like 70 BPM.
In like 2011, 2010, like when that was unheard, when trap wasn't even a thing.
Yeah,
he was definitely one of the pioneers of it. But now he makes whatever the fuck he wants.
I gotta look at him in my Serato and see.
That's
if
probably
I
one of
have
my
some
favorite,
Mr. Carmack shit.
DJs.
I was in that time, I was still deep in the underground hip hop game. I wasn't really fucking with anything else. I got into like nightclub DJing and party music. I want to say in like 2012 maybe. And I was in Arizona, and my boy, shouts to my boy Fen, was like my go-to guy for the house shit. He was big on fucking. I remember the first time I heard Bingo Players. What was their big? I Cry. Yeah. That's a slapper, bro. That's a good fucking song. It's like that's got like real soul and like good fucking vibes to it. I was like, okay, I could fuck with this music. I could see what's going on over here.
You're one of the first DJs I've met, period, that actually listens to like Atmosphere and Aesop Rock and shit like that.
Yeah. That's my shit. That's what I fucking that's all I listen to in the car. That new Atmosphere song is that shit's fire. But Aesop, I think when we were driving home from Austin, some Aesop came on. That's my brother's playlist. I just listen to that. I get all of that shit from him. Aesop, for me, I love his voice. I love his flow, but I feel like I don't know what he's saying. I never feel like I understand and connect with the words that are coming out. I always feel like he's just saying words, and I can't grasp the concept of the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a collegiate book.
Yeah.
There's some chart, and it shows like what rappers have used the most words in their songs ever. There's, you know, like fucking Rich the Kid at the very beginning, and then it gets more and more in depth.
Rich the Kid is dead last.
Yeah.
He said like 16 different words.
But then Aesop Rock is like he's in first by like a long shot.
Really?
Yeah, like
I could see
words. That. It sounds like he's reading from a dictionary half the time.
Yeah, and I have this conversation with my brother all the time, because my brother's like, "Oh, this song's incredible. It sounds like he has like a connection to it." I'm like, I can't connect to this song. The beats are great. The sound is great. Everything's good. I just don't. It's like reading something that you don't understand. It's like the words don't mean anything to you.
That was the first concert I went to.
A$AP
Rock, yeah. I think 12 years old.
I want to say maybe, well, my first concert ever was a U2 concert my dad took me to, but I think my first hip-hop show was an Atmosphere show that my brother took me to. Yeah.
That's what's up. Slug.
It's lit. Yeah, Slug and fucking Ant. And then we saw Ant at the diner. We went to go eat after, and he was in there eating. His little fucking mustache and his ponytail. That shit was lit. Yeah, I fuck with that. What else we got? Just fucking silence, baby.
These are disgusting.
You don't like this one?
I don't like the pineapple chili at all.
I'm not I don't taste any chili. I just taste like a little bit of pineapple. I guess it tastes a little bit like if you threw up, that aftertaste in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that. It's a little bit like that. It's not the best thing.
Stomach acid?
Yeah. Stomach acid flavored.
You were talking about somebody that was like cool with you, and then his ex was on your Instagram story and he stopped talking to you.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, if DJ Strategy baby birded my ex, I would be pretty upset for sure.
Whoa.
But I probably shouldn't have been with her in the first place if she's getting baby birded by Strategy.
Everything you just said is true. Facts. But that particular instance, I did not baby bird her. And she wasn't even on my Instagram story. I can't remember fully if I asked her if she wanted a sticker or not. If I had to assume, I probably did, because if I'm drunk in a nightclub and I'm talking to a girl, chances are I'm going to ask her if she wants a sticker. She did not put one on. Did not want it. I was like, okay, cool. But that's really the only thing that I could think that maybe upset him, is if she told him like, oh, Strategy tried to give me a sticker last night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was probably like, oh, that motherfucker.
Just
like,
because
it's really
like
not.
dick, it's just a sticker.
Yeah, it's not that serious. It didn't even happen. It's just these hoes out here, they love drama. They love drama. They need a little bit of drama. It gives them life. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing. I don't get it. They just love the drama. Like this girl who I was talking about last night, who's on the phone talking about how there's another girl in the bed of the crib that she pays rent for. I can guarantee, I would bet my life. No fucking, I wouldn't even hesitate. Could bet my life that was not the first time that happened. You know?
Yeah. That's a good bet. I'm a betting man. That's a good bet.
Yeah, I would fucking bet anything on it. They're wild out here. And then they think they're Kourtney Kardashian. You know?
In general or just in Houston?
I think in general.
Yeah.
I think it's an epidemic. I think that's the real pandemic. This coronavirus shit it's semi-serious. It's 99.7% serious. But the pandemic, actually, it's the opposite. Yeah. It's 0.3% serious. But the pandemic of these women who think that they're Kourtney Kardashian is way more serious and dangerous. And we need to do something about it. And I think that the only man for the job is Superman's bisexual son, Bruce Kent. Is that his name?
I didn't know that was even a thing.
You didn't know Superman had a bisexual son?
Is that a 2021 thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's big news. Superman has a son, and he just came out as kind of gay. It's wild out here, bro. It's wild out here. Did you watch the newest episode of Kill Tony yet? Or no?
With
Jamar Neighbors and Brian Moses, I want to say.
Yes, they were terrible. But the guests were good.
They were bad. There was a few times, though, when he was like, I'm trying to get canceled. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. But he made the same joke like 5 times. It was just like,
yeah.
Come on, dude. Tony's carrying the show right now.
Tony on that episode was a fucking savage, bro. The way that guy's mind works, it's highly impressive and extremely inspiring.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the whole show.
He needs to do something else. They either need to do Kill Tony twice a week, or he needs to have another podcast. He needs to do something. I need a little more Tony. 100%. I need some more Tony. I just listened to Theo Von on
Tiger Belly.
On Tiger Belly, and that was pretty fucking good, dude. That guy, the way that he's able to just make things up it's very inspiring.
Very quick. But I didn't we watched his stand-up special. I didn't really like it.
Yeah, that was trash. That was so bad.
It was like an impersonation of himself.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I can't call it on how that happens. How is somebody so good just it's like Juice from Chicago. You know who that is? You know who Juice is? Like amazing freestyler, like beat Eminem in a Scribble Jam. Amazing freestyler, but like his songs never really blew up because they're not that tight. Like his songs are good. I love a lot of his albums, but like they're not that tight that he blew up. It's like he's only good off the top of the dome because that's in and of itself is a whole different art form that when you're watching it, you're not expecting. It's not your album. It's not your special. You know what I mean? It's not like this crafted thing that you've worked on and have perfected. It's just like he's going off the top of the dome. It's a little bit more loose. Nobody's really has big expectations for it. You know?
I have friends like that, like freestyling over beats in the club, and it's amazing. But then they try and make music, and I'm just like, I can't support this, man. I'm so sorry, I can't.
You're like, I can't support this, but hey, come out tonight. I'll play a couple of instrumentals you could spit on.
You could yell in my ear all night.
Yeah. I'm
People
actually,
ever do that to you when you're DJing?
I'm highly, highly, highly against anybody freestyling in public. Freestyling should only be done when it's a sanctioned event and you're battling somebody else and there's money on the line or there's some sort of prize or something. I feel like it shouldn't be done in the club.
There was one time some guy came up to the booth, did like 4 bars, and then just walked away. And it was magical.
Like on some mic drop shit? Yeah, like he just killed it so hard.
It was good too. Usually they just like keep going like, bro, check out my Instagram. Like I can fucking rap, man. But this guy did 4 bars, like looked me dead in the eye, and then just walked away into the crowd. And I was like, who was that?
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. If you want to do a quick 4 and just get in and get out, that's fine. But it's the guys that are so bad, but they think that they're good. You know what I mean? And they just, it's the alcohol is what it is, really.
Yeah.
It's just the alcohol. They got the balls to do it. They're like,
mental illness.
Been thinking about this all week. Yeah. It's a little alcohol and mental illness for sure. But that's what every party's made of, I feel like. That's what a good party's made of.
My favorite part about being a DJ is being at the party, but just being able to sit in the corner and not talk to anyone.
Yeah. No, the DJ booth.
Yeah.
The DJ booth is a special place. I hate when people have shitty people in the DJ booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
are you the guy to like tell people to leave?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Or if it's a sticky situation where it's like, I can't be an asshole. This is like a friend of a friend. Yeah, the camera's fucked. It's crazy. If it's like somebody who I can't really just be like, yo, you got to go. Like if it's not really like a stranger, I'll text security and be like, yo, can you grab this guy and tell him that like nobody's allowed in the DJ booth or something, and then they'll come tell him. I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. It's the,
So you're still the good
rules.
guy? I'll be the bad guy all day long.
Every time.
I'll tell him, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't give
like
a fuck.
that. I like that.
Hey, man, you got to get out of here. Even if it's a girl and she's just like in my ear, I'm like, you can't be here.
Or sometimes I'll be like, yo, you got to have some bitches. Like the ratio up here is no good. Grab a couple girls. We got a bottle. You know what I mean? Like provide Provide something up here. Bring a vibe. Bring a baddie. Bring something up here. Don't just bring yourself and your TikTok moves. Nobody wants to see that. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The DJ booth is it's a privilege to stand up there. There's a little bit of there's a little bit of clout that comes with standing in the DJ booth, and people know that, and that's why they try and weasel their way in there.
Yeah.
Especially in Houston, I get a lot of guys that I don't know who will be like, oh, I know this guy. I'm just coming up here. Oh, let me just take a video. A lot of people will be like, yo, can I just come up and take a video? And I'll be like, yeah, you're a fucking loser for doing it, but I'll let you do it. If you want to be a loser, I will let you be a loser in my DJ booth for 7 seconds so you can take a video. But then they'll just kind of stick around.
Do you let girls put your headphones on?
I don't wear headphones when I'm DJing.
At all? You don't even bring them?
It's a bad thing to.
No, I mean, that just means you know your songs really well.
Well, it just means that I'm playing the same songs for the last 10 years over and over and over and over and over and over again. Nah, yeah. I mean, if I'm doing, like when I did the art show, I wore headphones because I was playing like music that I don't play every single night, you know? When I'm playing the same fucking shit that I always play, I feel like headphones are a burden at this point. Like, you know, it's just so much easier to look real quick at the waveform. Okay, we're on point. It's all good. Let me go get the next song. Like, you're saving time. It's more efficient for me.
But I get that all the time. Girls like, can I put the headphones on? Can I touch the thing?
Yeah, the touching of the platter is no good. It's no good. That makes me so mad. But they don't get it. To me, it feels like you just fucking walked into somebody's house and burglarized their estate. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you? Are you out of your mind? But to like somebody who doesn't know anything of what's going on, it's just like, oh, I just touched it. Sorry. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's crazy, bro.
Recently, a girl asked me, I'm like, I don't come into your job and like start typing on your fucking computer.
Right. Yeah.
She's like, that's a good point. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah. I don't fucking barge into your shitty cubicle with your fucking UV lighting and your carrot sticks packed up in your fucking Ziploc bag and start rubbing my dick all over your computer screen. Why are you in the DJ booth doing that to me, you know?
Did you like DJing our show?
Yeah, it was fucking great, bro. It was incredible. We were smoking weed and just having a good time. It was A1. A1. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next event. Each one's been getting like twice the size of the last one.
Yeah, we need to do a monthly event. We talked about it. I know we talked about it. We need to do it.
Monthly event would be sick.
Monthly event, like a monthly, like Wednesday night or something. Do you work Wednesdays normally? I know you. Oh, today's Thursday.
I'm not. I'll take shit off if it's for like things I think are more important. I'll take nights off all day long.
Art over money, right?
Yeah, all day.
That's the motto.
100%.
Yeah, that's the motto. All right. Is there anything else you feel like you need to say? I mean, should we just we could crush a couple more of these kombuchas, smoke a joint, and we can cry about heartbreak for the next hour if you want, you know?
Yeah.
No,
sounds like therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just no good. No good. That's all it is.
No good. KNOWGOOD.
There'll be times people are like, aren't you no good? I'm like, I mean, I thought I was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm here to support.
No good. Yeah, I'm here to support no good as well. You guys are you're doing it. You're the first people that I met out here that are like, you got ideas and you're executioners. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that have ideas.
Yeah.
Almost everybody has ideas, especially if you get them a little bit of cocaine. They got fantastic ideas, allegedly. But nobody's an executioner. You guys are out here fucking executing. I respect it. I like it. I'm excited to see it all happen. So make sure you follow the homies. Wish Tanner that he gets better and recovers quickly. And next time we'll have all three of us on here. And it'll be a good time. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're on the YouTube, hit subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. Show some love. Just get us in the algorithm a little bit. Just boost us up. Give us a little something. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.